This conference will now be recorded.
In the previous session, what was the topic we had been completed?
Google Ads.
So, yes, we have been finished with the Google Ads. It was related to search ad, display ad, and we had been completed with the video ads also. So, hope you people have been understood. And did you people receive a document related to YouTube's SEO and related to the ads?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So please refer it. So in case if you have any kind of doubt, you can be able to raise it in the session. So now, so let's continue with one more type of ad type which we can be able to create it through the Google Ads. So that is like we are going to the ads.google.com. We will click on sign in. So log into that Google Ad account which you want to use for. Okay, so hope you people are able to see the screen. So this is the campaign screen. In case if we are running it the campaign with real time, so it will be showing the graphical representations. So since we are not being started with any Google Ads, so which is not on live, so we are not getting any information over here. So now let's create to click on new campaign option. If you don't find a new campaign option on the screen, so what you can do it is on the left hand side, click on overview option. So you will be there on the main screen of the Google Ads screen, or you can be able to go to this three line navigation tool and you can click on all campaigns. So that it will take you to the all campaign screen so that you can be able to get a new campaign option. So let me click on new campaign. So can you guide me which of the option to be selected in the next screen what we are going to get with? So you can be able to select the option. Out of this 8 types of goals, which is the option we are supposed to select it for creating any campaign, if you remember. Can anyone try to let us know?
Sir, could you repeat the question?
Now, which is the option to be selected to create a new campaign? As per our previous campaigns types, what we have been created, which is the option out of this? Hope you are able to see my screen. Yes, create a campaign without a goals guidance. Very good now. So the next thing is, so here we have seen with search, display and video ads also, and we can be able to see with shopping ads. So what do you mean by shopping ads? It's a list of products. So it is also called as a product list ads. So you can be able to list all the products which are available from your end in the image format, and it shows with the images and with the prices. So in the search engine itself. So how to create such type of ads? It is like by clicking on shopping. So here it is going to ask you to link an account. Okay, so it says select a linked account with the products to advertise in this campaign. So what is that link I have to generate? It is on the right hand side, you can see that you'll need to link your merchant center account with your product data. So that means to run the shopping ads on the Google Ads screen, you are supposed to create a new account which has to be created on the Google's other product which is called as Google Merchant Center. So how to create that? So you can go to the Google and you can be able to type it as Google Merchant Center. So select this and select this. So this is the Google Merchant Center main screen. You can click on get started or sign in. If you have been signed in already, you have been signed up, you can click on sign in. Otherwise, for the first time users, they can click on sign in, get started option. So once after clicking on get started option, you will be able to see the screen where it will be asking about your business. So you should give your business name and you have to scroll down the screen and you have to select the relevant options, what it is related to your business. So it's all self-explanatory. Once after feeding up all those information, I'll send you the screenshots also how it looks like when you are going to start with the Google Merchant Center account. So there it will be there like when you are going to click on the Google Merchant Center screen, by clicking on get started, it will ask you to feed up with your business name. Then it will ask you to add with your details about your business. Then it will ask about do you want to run it with the Google Ads or product listing. So options you'll be having it. Then you can select it, and if you scroll down to the end of the screen, so it will ask you to I accept with the conditions. So click on that. Then you will be able to get a screen to select the option. So whether do you want to add it in the free product listings or do you want to add it with shopping ad screen? So let me select it as shopping ads. So this is the first screen what it appears when you are going to log in with your Google Ads. So that is you are connecting Google Merchant Center account with the Google Ads by using the shopping ads listing. So that is you are going to add all the products what you have it in your business. You are going to add it in the list over here in the Google Merchant Center, and this Google Merchant Center account should be linked with your Google Ads account. Okay, so integrating with one app to another app. So every time it's not required the Google Ads to save all that content so that you can keep it saved on the Google Merchant Center account. So the same account information you can just link it with its ID number so that automatically whenever you run an advertisement, it is going to get shown with the products what are available on the Google Merchant Center account. Now selected an option as products over here. Rest of the other options, until and unless you give with the right information, it will not get accepted. So you have to give with the register details and verify your website. So after all this, you have to give with the product data. So click on add product data. There you can be able to get a new option. Click on add product. In case if you have been already added, it will list it out over here. So here you can select with the country where you want to sell your product, language, then destination it has taken shopping ads. The next thing is you have to verify your website, then product identifiers. So for every product, there will be one identical number. So which can be like ISI mark or it could be any barcode number. So which is being verified by a concerned department so that it is going to show it over here. On every product, there will be a identical number. So that information you are supposed to add it. So here that type of numbers are called as GTIN. So GTIN stands for Global Trade Identification Number or Global Trade Item Number. So either it could be any of the countries product it could be. So for every product there will be an identical number which is GTIN. Suppose if it is from very specific countries when they are going to sell it, so there will be an identical number type which is called as UPC. So UPC stands for United States Product Code. Then a product which has come from the European countries, so it is called as European Article Number. Then another type of number it is JAN, so that is Japan Article Number. So if any products you have been brought from that particular country, so that particular identity will be available. So the next thing is ISBN. So this ISBN stands for International Standard Book Number. So if anyone is going to sell the book or they are going to uh, distribute the books, so from the author they will buy it and they will do the distribution. So when you are going to sell such kind of product or you are going to reach it to the party, so the identification of the book number it will be in the ISBN. Rest of the other numbers are related to the item based. The ISBN it is only with the book numbers. Okay. So the next thing is once after adding with all this information, add with the item name, that is nothing but SKU, stock keeping unit, then title, it is what kind of product it is, what is the brand you have been registered with, description of the product, how does it looks like, the feel and touch. Then landing page link is nothing but the website address. So from where the product information you have been sharing it. The next thing is image link. So either you can add a link of an image or you can download and upload it physically. The next thing is price availability. So at what price you are selling it. The next thing is availability, whether the stock is available or not. The next thing is condition of the product. So at what condition it is going to be there. So it will be most of the time with the new or refurbished or unused product can be sold over here. Now there is a special option, a separate option for the apparel or variant products, because whenever the people are going to buy with the highest number of products which is sold, the orders are received on the apparels. At the same time, they are the highest number of returns making. So it is an open secret for everyone that most of the people will be buying it, and if it has not been accepted by them, so they are going to return with that. For that reason, they have given a separate section for the apparel itself. Okay. So the finally, you are supposed to give you the shipping details, and if everything is fine, you can be able to save this. So once after saving with all those details, it is going to get listed in the Google Merchant Center. So it will be available always. So whenever you want to do the link with the merchant center, you can take a separate link. So you can see the identical number over here on the top right hand side. So you can link with this number to that particular Google Ads account. So once after adding with all those things, we will come back. So here the list it will be there. So once it is updated, so it is going to show over here. The next thing is you are supposed to go to the tools and settings. So where you will be able to get under the settings as an option called linked accounts. So go to the linked accounts. You can see whether your account number has been registered or not. So that is linked account is nothing but the account of your Google Ads account is being linked here or not. We have to check over here. Okay. So let me come to a conclusion that whether it is connected or not. So the campaign which I am trying to connect it is with the identity number. Our account ID number is nothing but here on the top you can see it. So the number which is starting from 549-946-0709. So this number it should be shown as active. So if you don't find it, so you can click on link account option and add with this number 5499. Okay, you have to give it in the same format 549 hyphen 946 hyphen 0709. So click on send link request. So whatever I have done till now, it is going to be in the Google Merchant Center account. Okay, so now if you see it, the scroll down screen, you can see that this number what we have been created now. So it shows that it is sent a request to the Google Ads. So now let us go to the Google Ads screen. So here we have not found out anything linked because it has not linked as of now. Click on the tools and settings. So here under setup option, click on linked account. So once you are going to the linked accounts, you can be able to see Google Ads can be linked, can be integrated to such kind of list of accounts or the list of softwares or applications we can say. Okay, in this list you have to find it with Google Merchant Center account. So here by default it is selected with Google Merchant Center account on the top since I have been linked it before. Click on manage a link. Okay, so now you can see that. So there is a request it has been raised from Raj Academy where it is required with the approval. Click on view request. So once you are going to get this request screen, click on approve. Okay, so now it shows as linked account. Now let us go back to the Google Merchant Center account. So in this linked account, that is in the Google Merchant Center account, click on refresh. So you'll get like this. So status shows as active. Now you can go back to the Google Ads. So let me refresh. Go to the new campaign. Go to the create a campaign without a goals guidance. Let me connect with shopping ads. Refresh it once again. It may take a few minutes of time. Okay, create a campaign without a goals guidance, shopping. So like this, it is supposed to be linked with your Google Merchant Center account. Is that clear to everyone? Till now what we have been done, how to connect it with the Google Merchant Center account with the Google Ads account. Is there anyone online?
Sir, can you again teach?
Linking from the starting?
No, sir. Not from
From where do you
starting.
want it? Okay, I'll just show you once again with this. So I'll remove this and I'll go to the tools and settings, linked accounts. I'll go to the Google Merchant Center account in this. And I'll unlink. Okay, so I'll just take you once again to Google Merchant Center account. I'll unlink this. Yes, now it is not connected with anything. So I'll just take you to one by one screen. So how did we reach to this screen is? So once after creating the Google Merchant Center account, the first and foremost thing is we are supposed to go to the growth option, manage programs. So when you people are going to create a new account, so no need of going to the growth and manage program option. The first screen after creating the account number, it will show with this screen only. You are supposed to go for shopping ads option. And you can be able to add with all the product information. So you have to click on add product. And this is only adding the product information. So what I've shown you the options to reach it to this screen, it is only adding the product information inside your Google Merchant Center account. Okay, let's assume it that we have been added with all our products information. Now, how do I bring? So I have to come back to the main screen of the Google Merchant Center account. I have to go for settings option, go to the linked accounts. Okay, so now here it shows which all the accounts has been linked to the Google Merchant Center account. Okay, now we want Google Ad account to be linked with the Google Merchant Center account. Okay, so it is like you are having the data in one place, you are just connecting with that. Okay, so give me a minute, I'll be back. Just a moment. Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience. So here, for the first time, when you are going to create all the details on the Google Merchant Center account, all the information you have added to the ad products. Now, how do you link this account with your Google Ads account? Is first and foremost thing is you are going to the settings option, and here you are going to select it with linked accounts. So it takes you to this screen. So in this screen, you can be able to see the list of accounts which are connected with the Google Ads. So when you are going to the Google Ads account, you can see that an account number which will be in the 10-digit numbers. So which is there as 549-946-0709. Is that visible to you people? Can anyone confirm me that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the same number, it has to be there in this list. So when there is no account number in such name, I have to click on link account option and I have to bring that number over here. So and it has to be there in the same format. It should not be just the numbers, it should be in the same format. So 549-946 and 0709. Click on send link request. Okay, so now in this account, from the Google Merchant Center, the number of Google Ads customer ID, it has been sent a request. So we have to go for Google Ads and go to the tools and settings. Here under setup, you have to select with the linked account. So once after clicking on linked accounts, you will be there on this type of screen. So where it will show the list of all the Google and other products which can be integrated with Google Ads, which can be linked. Okay, so in this you are supposed to select it with Google Merchant Center, which you can be able to see over here. Click on details option. Now you can confirm that there is a link which has been sent from Google Merchant Center account. So now I am there in this Google ad screen where I am linking with Google Merchant Center account. So select the request and click on approve. So once you are going to click on approve, so here it shows the status as linked. Okay, so once it is shown as linked, then you can come back to the Google Merchant Center account and you can refresh the page and make sure that link status it has been turned as active. So this is the status which has turned from request to active. So is that now clear till here? How did we connect with the Google Merchant Center account with the Google Ads account?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you for the response. So now you can go back to your Google Ads account. Click on this symbol, Google Ads. Then click on New Campaign. Then click on Create a Campaign without a goals guidance. Click on Shopping. So here under the to advertise products on your website, select a Merchant Center account. So the Merchant Center account which is being linked internally till now what we did it. So that account number it has to show. Suppose after linking, if you are not getting this link of your Google Merchant Center account, do not worry, refresh the page once again and once again select as create a campaign without a goals guidance and select with the shopping ads option. definitely you will be able to get this thing. Okay, but it has to be linked before with Google Merchant Center account to Google Ads account first. Okay, so now once it has been selected with the Google Merchant Center account, select with the country. So here, if you have been added the products, it will show it as how many products you have been added. Since we are not being added any product, so it shows as no products. Okay, so now do you want to create with the smart shopping campaign or standard shopping? So standard shopping it will be almost will be manual. Smart shopping it will be like by default uh, recommended options it will be selected by the Google itself. So let us go with smart shopping campaign only. Click on continue. So here the campaign name you are supposed to give it. For example, I'll give it as October campaign. The next thing is additional settings. So if it is products are listed, it will show list over here. So it has not been added, so it's showing as disabled. Then conversion goals, it will be by default as campaign level conversion goals. So let it be with campaign level only. The next, what is the bidding strategy? It has been selected as maximize conversion value. So let it be the same. Then budget, how much you are spending it. So it will be 500 per day. Let's assume it. And click on start and end date and provide the date. So it says with today's date 25th. Let me give it from tomorrow and let me end it on 31st and click on save. Okay, so now you can be able to see the list of all the products. So in case if you have been added, so in that you can be able to choose with the right product name, image, video also. You can be able to upload it and you can add with the text, the headlines and the description. You know that there will be a limitations, so you can be able to select with the enter with the data with that character limitations. Within that you have to give the proper information about your product. Okay, so once adding with all this information, you can click on save option so that it will start to run with the campaign. Is that understood, everyone? How did we create with the shopping ads? And to create the shopping ads, it's mandatory to connect it with Google Merchant Center account. So thank you for the response. So the next type of campaign, which you can be able to create it, new campaign. Create a campaign without a goals guidance. So here you can be able to choose with the option called local. So this is the Google Ads which you are going to create it for your Google My Business page. Okay, so select as use your business locations, then select locations. Let's confirm how does it looks like. So this is how if you are going to create an ad, it is going to show with, click on continue. So there are list of all the Google My Business accounts. Click on finish and click on continue. So here also it's the same campaign name, languages wise you can be able to target your audience, give the budget for the daily. So I'll give the same. So by default it has taken the strategy as conversion value. Let it be the same. So here for every call, click or driving directions, you will be charged for 1 rupee. So since it is a Google My Business, so the ad it will be shown on the Google Maps. Okay. So if you are seeing the ads on the Google Maps, it will be through this. Then enter with the starting and ending date and click on save and continue. So the ad group, so give the ad group name, then give the website address, that is your Google My Business website address, which is verified account. Okay, so on the right hand side it shows how does it looks like when you are going to add the content. So here it is mandatory that you are going to add at least 2 to 3 headlines and 2 descriptions and call to action button, and also you are going to add it at least 2 images. One is for the advertisement purpose and another one is a logo, and the important thing is you should also add with the videos. Okay, once you are going to add with all this information and click on save and continue, so it will start to run the advertisement on the local business also. Is that clear to everyone? Hope the people are able to hear me. So once after creating any of this type of campaigns, so you will be start to see the reports. So in the previous sessions, we have been seeing that we can be able to use the Google many of the product which are related to analysis. That is in that we can be able to use the keyword planner, which is a wonderful option. Okay, so then it is also better to use, there is another option called negative keyword list. So keyword planner means the words which we are supposed to use it to make our uh, content to be very much familiar with the people, and it is going to reach on the results page. But negative keyword list is those words which you do not want to link it with your content. So which are those words to be avoided when the people are going to use it, so that it should not show with our business information. Okay, so you can be able to add with that also. So once you are going to do it on live, so then only you can be able to see the results. Okay, so by this we are going to end up with Google Ads concept. So can anyone list me out what are the topics we have been covered till now? Is there anyone online? Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you list me out what are the topics we have been covered till now, ma'am? Okay, I'll list you out. Can you people let me know that is that done or not? So the first thing was digital marketing process, then Google My Business, then we have been done with email marketing, then we have been done with the Facebook marketing, in that ads as well as chat fuel also. Then we have been done with YouTube marketing. Then we have been done with the Google Ads. So is there any topic we have been left out or did I add it extra which are not completed it?
Sir, did we do Instagram marketing?
No, Instagram we are not been done. Did we do with the LinkedIn marketing?
Yes, sir. We completed LinkedIn.
We completed the LinkedIn, yes. Okay. So is that we did with the WordPress website building?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So let's have a 5 minutes of break and we will be get back so that we can be able to see that how to create a website of our own. So where we can be able to add our content either in the text format or in the video or in the image format. Okay. So thank you for being online. So sorry for the inconvenience. So here we are going to discuss on how to create with the WordPress website. So as we all know that for a business to identify that it is a business and to introduce ourselves with our business, so it will be good if you are going to have your own website. So in the initial stage when we were created with the Google My Business, even the Google My Business also it was similar to a, a web page, but where there you have a limitations that you can be able to create add only few of the information. So here you can be able to create with multiple informations and you can design it however you want it. So let's see that how we can be able to create a website. So whenever you are going to create a website, the first and foremost thing is you have to look into it that what is your domain name. So that is nothing but the web address. So make sure that you are going to use a domain name which is relevant to your business name, or it could be something else which is going to be talking about your products or services. So, or anything it is going to be relevant to your kind of identical of personal influence. Okay, so you can be able to choose the name which is going to be easily can be able to remember with your business or with your name. Okay, so if you think that a unique name can be helpful, so it will be not so easy to make the people to remember, and do not make it a very lengthy website address. So it is like, for example, you cannot think like in Times of India, Deccan Herald. Okay, so you are going to combine Times of India and Deccan Herald. It is going to be people cannot be able to just imagine with those words. Okay, so it was just an example. Sorry. So try to use with the say simple name, and it should be relevant to your business or it should be relevant to your personality. So where the easily people can remember you as well as your brand name. Okay, so we can be able to create it in that way. So let me take you to our website screen.
So your screen is not visible.
Yeah, I'll reshare the screen.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Hope now the screen is visible. So you have to type the website called WordPress.com. So once you are going to click on once you are going to create with the WordPress.com, so you can be able to click on Get Started. So the first time users, so log in with your Gmail account. So let me give my email ID. So log in with your email ID. So this is the first screen which it appears. We choose a domain. So now let me give my company name. So that is Digital Coach Academy. So do not give anything extensions over here with .com or .in or anything like that. So it will give you an option that you can be able to select with any of this a type of So the extension, you can be able to choose it over here, and you can see that every extension, it has some value. You are supposed to pay for it, and then you are supposed to buy it. So, but here it is also giving you an option that free for the first year. So what is the reason of giving you a free of cost? It is only when you are going to buy the web hosting space. So when you are going to give a web hosting space, it is like you are going to buy the space on the internet and you are going to add with the content. So it's mandatory that you should have a web hosting space. It's like a domain name is like just a visiting card, whereas web hosting space is your office space. So where all your business, your content, everything, it will be available on the web hostings, and that represented by your domain name. Okay, so like this, you can be able to choose with any of the extension, but it is on chargeable pieces. But if you want to create it for your understanding, you can be able to create a website in the name as .wordpress.com. So that is a free site which has been given by the WordPress. Okay, so it will be like www.digitalcoachacademy.wordpress.com. So
Sir,
this is a free site. Yes, ma'am.
sir, can you know what topic are we doing, sir? I had a network problem.
How is that? So now we are doing it how to create a website, ma'am.
Okay,
So we
sir,
are
thank
been, yeah, we are been in WordPress.com. In this WordPress.com, we are buying the domain name, that is website address.
Okay, sir, thank you, sir.
Welcome. So now we are here. Certain times you will not be able to get the same name, because if the same number it is repeated, someone has already purchased. There are a lot of people who will buy a type of that a simple catchy words, or it is some businesses, they will register it. Later on they will sell it the same thing on the same platform, so you can buy the websites from the other person. So if you are very much, you are very specifically looking for that particular website, okay, even that also can be done with the business name, but it should not be like you're just buying the domain and you're going to just sell it. People should be identifying that website. So there should be more visibility of that particular website, so that it will have more value when you have more crowd or the audience traffic if you have been already bid for it. Okay. So if you are going to use a common name, here you can't be able to get it with the same name. It will be added with certain numbers. For example, if I give it as only digital code, sorry, digital coach, so there will be a lot of people who have been created with that name. So you can see that with the digital code, there are people who have been created the website. So it has given some identical number. But can we remember this number whenever you yourself you are telling the website address to someone else? So can you remember this number? No. So this is one of the way of optimizing your website. That means you are making the people to easily identify with your website address. So let me give with my complete business name, Digital Coach Academy. So that let me buy with the free site. Click on select. So now, as I said, only buying the website address or domain, it does not work out. You are supposed to select with the web hosting space, that is a chargeable basis. You can see that per month it is showing over here, whereas you are supposed to pay it on annual basis. So you can be able to bill it over here annually. So you can see $48, $96, $300, $540, like this. It is going to be get calculated for annually. So what are the benefits you can be able to list it out over here? So whichever it is going to be appropriate to your business. So if you are doing it for the initial stage of the business, so you can be able to go with the premium account only, or you can be able to choose with the business account. Okay, so in the same way, there are many other web hosting spaces service providers where I can name them as. So I'll just list it out. You can just make a note on this. So the domain providers, you can check on godaddy.com, then namecheaper.com, as well as wordpress.com. So these are the trending people who are going to provide with the domain names. Web hosting providers. So recommended as WordPress, and Hostinger. So these are the trending companies which are providing with this type of services. Okay, so you can refer with any of those options. As of now, we have been tried with WordPress.com, because if you are going to buy it domain name from any other place, and if you try to get the web hosting spaces on WordPress.com, so they will charge you extra amount for converting your domain name from other service providers to WordPress.com. So please be careful if you are going to buy both on WordPress itself, so you can buy it together. Okay, so now you can be able to select any of this option. As of now, let us not go with any of this chargeable basis. You can find an option on the top itself on the right hand side as start with a free site. So click on this. So it will take a few minutes of time, and it is going to generate with the website screen. Okay, so now this is going to be the first screen what it appears when you are going to create a WordPress account. So this we can also call it as a control panel of your website. Okay, so whatever the data you are going to enter it in this screen, it is going to display on the main screen. Okay, so now click on name your site. So you can give a name. So give me the site name. So site title it could be Digital Coach Academy. Then tagline, if you want, you can be able to add it. Okay, so let me add with all this. Click on save settings. So if you want to make any further changes, you can be able to make it over here. So if you want to delete this website, you can be able to delete your site permanently. You can click over here and you can be able to delete it. Okay, so click on save settings. So let me refresh the page. So on the left hand side, it shows the name of it. So if I click on this, it is going to take you to the website screen. As of now, how does it looks like? What are the informations do you have it? So you can be able to see with it. Okay. So now, can you people just anyone can take an initiative and let me know that what are the common pages we can be able to find it when you see any website? Can anyone try to open your Google and try to check with any website and let me know what are the common web pages here? The home and blog. These are the two pages which are defaultly available. So can you people suggest me that what are the web pages and any kind of website it is going to be created? So let me know. I'll give you a 2 minutes of time. You can take a time and let me know.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma. So did you found anything?
No, sir.
I've been asked a question that if you are going to visit any website, what are the common web pages are available? So I'll just take you to an example. So if I'm going to take it with any of fashion related website. So in this page, what all the web pages can you see over here? So hope you people are able to see the screen. Can you just make it out? What are the pages, web pages are created inside this website? So it is like categories, brands, fashion, NICA fashion, beauty advice, NICA network. Okay. So when you are going to click, you are going to just move the cursor on each of this option. You can be able to see a links are created for each page. See, now I'm there in this home page of nika.com. If I click on this, it is taking me to a different screen. Okay, so where I can be able to see the list of all the products are available, the categories. Then when I click on the brands, it is showing with the list of companies which are being linked with them. So here it is there as a popular, featured, and new launches like this. So if I click any of these options, it is not going to be the same page. It will take you to the new other page. Okay. So these are called as the landing page and these are all called as the web pages. Okay. So the final page, what you are going to refer it. So that is called as a landing page. So generally, what all the informations do you want to feed it up? That place it is called as a website. A website is a collection of all the web pages. Okay. So now let me think in my website what all the pages are required. So here it is as home and blog. So I have to create a pages like related to services, related to the training, so related to about us, gallery. So like that, I can be able to create n number of pages I wanted to my business. Okay, so let me take you to the option called pages option on the left hand side. These are all menu bar. So in this, I'm going to click on pages option and it takes to the all pages section. So in this, as we see that only 2 pages are there. So if I want to create more pages, I can click on add new page. So when I click on add new page, it will be showing the list of all the templates. So related to what kind of page do you want to create it. So if you want to take it a blank one, you can click on blank page. If you want to use any predefined screen, you have to just click on that particular option. That's it. So if it is like that, you can be able to choose the category, what you want to use it, and you can be able to choose the template which you want to create it. So let me add it as about us. So if I go to the about, so I can be able to choose with the page in which I can be able to talk about myself. Okay, so I'll just take to this about layout with intro and contact. So this page, I feel it is good. Okay, so now I've created a about page. So here I have to talk about all my details. So let me take it. Okay, LinkedIn.com. I have been added certain content. So in this, I'll just copy it from here. So I'll just add it over here. So I can remove the content what it is available and I can replace. Okay. So in case if you do not want to have this content, you can just click on that block. We call it as a blocks on each of this. You can click on this three dot at the last and remove the block. Same thing over here. Remove the block. So let me remove this also. Okay. So let me add this. So with this, if you want to add anything else like an image or anything as a code, or you want to talk about anything, you want to add a information, then you can add with a paragraph. Okay, so single image means you can click on image or you can be able to click on gallery. Apart from this, is there anything we can be able to add it? Either you can click on browse all or you can be able to click over here as a plus. Okay, so here you have all the options what you want to add with. You can choose on any options which you want to connect with. So you can choose it from this. So let me add it. For example, I'll connect it with my YouTube account. So let me go to the So give me a minute. Okay, so let me go over here. Yeah, there is one video. I'll just copy this link and add it over here. Okay, so like this, you can be able to add the contents in whatever the format you want it in those pages, and do not keep it incomplete. So example, I'll give the details. So try to replace the content, or you can be able to create a new block itself. Okay, so like this, I'll just add it with a simple information. I'll click on publish. So make sure it is been published. It take a few seconds. And now you can just go back. So you can be able to just click on the WordPress symbol and click on view pages, go back. So now you can be able to see with the list of all the pages, whatever you are being created now. So you can be able to change your home page. So by default, how it looks, you can be able to change it in what you want it. In what way do you want to present it? The home page is the first page which appears when you are going to type with the website address. Okay. So make sure that you are going to make it attractive and with informative. Okay. So see, I can just replace with the screen what it is available. So let me add it as digital marketing. So I can choose it. Select it. So I can be able to change the text. Okay. So let me try to bold it. Show more settings. On the right hand side, you can be able to make the changes. So what is the font size you have it, you can be able to replace with. Okay. So next is color. Okay. So let's assume it in this way. Okay, so let me add it like this. So after that, so you can be able to add the text, image, anything you wanted through this. And by default, there is an option called latest from the blog, which is going to be from your post. Automatically, whatever you are going to add it as a post, so that it is going to be listed out over here. Okay, so you cannot be able to change anything over here. So by default, it is going to get saved. So let me update it. So this is going to be your home page. Let me come back. View pages. So now, if I go to the Digital Coach Academy, the link what have been created, if I click over here, so this is the information it is showing on my home page. So I can be able to add the content as much I want. So the second thing is, I've created, there are 3 pages which is showing over here by default as only 2 pages. How do I bring the newly created pages in this list of pages? So you have to go for option called appearance. So here you can be able to see the list of themes, the background. So how the content it is there. So here you can be able to choose it with whatever the themes you want to use it for your website appearance. So you can choose this, any of this. Okay, let me use this for example. It's a free of cost. Let me activate. So let me click on this. That is the content what I have it. I want the same thing to be there, but only the information what we have been given, it is going to be saved in that particular format. So activate. So it takes a few seconds. Then now it is ready. So now let's see how does it looks like the website. So now your web page it is going to show in this way. Okay, so try to use a different themes. Okay, so that you can be able to learn it, how you can be able to present it in the better way. So let me go back to the my site option. Then in the appearance, customize. So here you are supposed to make certain changes, especially with the menus option. Go to the menu, go to the primary menu, and here you can be able to add the pages which are created. So this is the one which I created, but it is not showing by default. So let me add this. So it has come now. So if I want to keep it on the different direction, so I can add that, rearrange it by dragging and dropping it and click on save changes. So now you can be able to see with the pages, what you have been created, what you have added, it is going to show it over here. Okay, So the next thing is site identity. So if you want to add any company logo, you can be able to add a logo.
Sir.
Yeah, tell me, ma. Hello. Okay. So let me add this. So whenever you are going to add any image on the website, one important thing you have to take care is on the right hand side, there will be an option called alt text. So what do you mean by alt text means? Suppose when anyone is going to open your website due to the network issue or it could be the slow network, so there will be chances that image it will not get opened. In such instances, the person who is going to open the page should not miss the content. So for that reason, you are supposed to give what is that image is all about. Okay. So you are going to give a text over here that it is a company logo. Okay. Then you can give a title. Then anything description you want to give it, you can be able to give it and click on select. So do you want to crop the image? You can be able to crop it. So try to make it with a smaller size. So crop the image. And now let's see that how does it looks like. Okay. Then one more thing is you can be able to select a site icon. So this site icon is nothing but you can see for every website there is one identity. So whenever the tab is opened, so there on the top you can be able to see the icon. So that is called as a favicon or site icon. So you can be able to add your icon also. So the same thing, it has been added. Once after making all the necessary changes, click on Save Changes. So it's been added. Now you can go back. You can also see that how does this same page looks like in the desktop version. What you are seeing, it's a desktop version. How does it looks on the tab, and how does it looks like on mobile? Make sure the content is not overlap on each. Okay. So I have to think on this, how to make a changes so that it is going to be neatly, it is going to be presented. Okay. So like this, you can be able to add some changes for your website design. You can have a look on all of the options. Okay. So hope you people have been understood how to create an WordPress website. You can just try. In case of any kind of problems you are facing, any doubts you have it, you can be able to clear it in the next class. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you all. Have a wonderful day.
So